Namaste, beautiful souls. How are my beautiful souls doing today? Great, lovely. This is your medium for tarot guidance, Rupa Khanal, welcoming all the beautiful souls on my YouTube channel, White Tara Tarot Reading. So as you can see, we are prepared here with a pick a card reading, and the topic for today's reading is going to be the messages, the advices, the suggestions from someone with whom you are very, very closely attached, and that someone special is not with you. Chori kire doga tui tui gare? Namaste, beautiful souls. How are my beautiful souls doing today? Great, lovely. This is your medium for tarot guidance, Rupa Khanal, welcoming all the beautiful souls on my YouTube channel, White Tara Tarot Reading. So we are here with a pick a card reading, and the topic is going to be the messages from your ancestral spirit guides. And this time, these special people with whom you share a very intimate attachment emotionally, mentally, and somehow when they were about to leave this very physical world, when their soul was about to leave their body, you couldn't make to reach out to them because of the lockdown, possibly for last year, and because we live in different parts of world and we are so busy. We want to reach out to our elderly family members who are not keeping well, but there are so many genuine reasons that we sometimes fail to be around them, and their eyes were searching for you before they took their last breath, because they wanted to tell you something, they wanted to give you some advice, some message, right? So they come and try to contact you to different synchronicities, signals through your dream, and these things agitate us so much, because the message, we understand that these are our ancestral spirit guides, the deceased family members who are no longer with us, and they are trying to contact us through some signals, some lucid dreaming, but we don't understand the message clearly. So today's pick a card reading is going to become a bridge connecting the messages from the loved one in your family who is no longer with you, and what are their messages, what are their suggestions, what are their advices, their blessings, what they want you to do, what they don't want you to do, how they want you to plan your future, how they wanted to live in your present. So everything is going to convey through today's pick a card reading, beautiful souls, right? And the deck I'm using is the messages from your animal spirits, and this deck is from Lifestyles, and it's a beautiful deck of 44 cards, and all the cards are really very like magical. They speak literally, okay, and they have got so deep messages, and there is a guidebook which gives you a clearer understanding by making things understood in detail. So if I feel that I need to read out the message to you in detail, I will do that, and if I feel that my intuitions are enough, my understanding of the cards and images are enough to explain you the core meaning, then I might not use this. So let us see how much we will need this guidebook today. So let me keep this deck pack and the guidebook aside. These are the cards, beautiful souls, which I have energized after my today's morning ritual, after my meditation. So these are now really energized, and let's proceed for the pile selection. I have used the dream catchers so that I can attract your intuition. So whichever color, whichever dream catcher is calling you or holding your energies or taking your observation is going to resonate with today's pick a card reading. Do not get confused. Keep it simple. The first charm you get attracted is your today's pile for pick a card reading, right? And if you're someone who gets well connected with the energies of numbers, I'm going to put the time section for each pile in description box and in the comment section as well. So get connected to the energies of the number. So however you want to connect to the energies and vibrations of today's pick a card reading, you can get connected, beautiful souls. You can touch on each charm on your mobile screen, or you can just call upon, just remind the face, the memories you have cherished with the person for whom you have decided to watch this pick a card reading. So take a deep breath and let's get started. So beautiful souls, a couple of seconds will be for you to focus on this charm so that you can select your pile, right? Blue is pile 1, pink is pile 2, and yellow is the pile 3. So I hope that pile selection is done. So let me keep the other 2 dream catchers aside. And beautiful souls, so beautiful souls, those who have chosen this blue dream catcher to get the messages of the person with whom you were really closely attached. So these are the cards. So I have already energized the cards, and I'm inviting the deceased loved ones of the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, because they want to know what messages you wanted to convey to them, and they feel sorry for not being around you when you were about to take your last breath, when you're about to leave this very physical world and make your way to the heaven. So here we invite you humbly to come and be seated and bless these cards. Help the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 1, through bringing that clarity of messages. So, oh deceased loved ones, come down from the heavens for a moment. Let your children, your grandchildren feel your presence. I can already feel their presence here, and they have really a lot of things to share with you. You know, they can't wait to flip the cards. So they are so very excited. They are so very happy because through today's pick a card reading, through the energies of tarots, they are going to bless you, convey their messages to you. So I'm expecting for 3 cards, beautiful souls. So they want to give you lots of messages, but the 3 cards I think will be enough to summarize their feelings, their emotions to you. So your children, your grandchildren here on earth are really very smart and intelligent, and they connect so well to you emotionally, so they will understand your messages. So the first energy I have is coming from the spirit animal Manati. I hope I'm pronouncing it the right way, Manati, and it is also called Dugong. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. So your loved one is watching you from heaven, and they are surrounding you through a protective shield, and they are telling you, don't bring that extra anxiety in your life through struggling, fighting for unnecessary things, right? So your loved one is telling you that accept the situation, right? Whichever situation you are in right now, it could be your love life, your personal life, your professional life, your spiritual life. So you are denying something, and that could probably be the reality of you, which will give you peace of mind in your present. So there is something which you're denying, and you're denying this a particular reality for a very long time, and you're fighting against it, maybe to win it, or it could be the ego clash, or it could be the identity disassociation. Whatever the reason is, your ancestral spirit guide is giving you this message, or they wanted to give you this message through the synchronistic repetitions and dreams, that accept the reality. Do not fight against it, because this will bring only despair to you, right? Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it, right? So you need to change your perception. And the next message they wanted to convey to you, your loved one who is no longer with you, who is residing in safe havens, through a boar, a pig, the spirit animal, face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. So, right, this is something about the present life problems. So they are saying that you need to build that confidence in you, and do not run away from your problems. Face them head on, like the spirit animal pig. It's so strong, so strongly adhered, like so fierce, right? So face your problems instead of running away from your problems, and you just do your deed, and the result, the consequences, we already know what the results will be, what the consequences will be. If you learn to face your problems and fight with them, fight with your fears and insecurities, you are going to emerge as a winner. You are going to win each and every situation, and you are going to fix all the problems, no matter however big or difficult they are, right? So try to face your problems and face them head on with confidence, right? So yes, they are worried about your psychological health. And the last message your loved ones, the ancestral spirit guide, wants to convey to you is practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms, right? So when I read the word mannerisms, I am intuiting very strongly that this could be your straightforward nature, because you don't keep anything in your heart and you speak out everything, and the words which you use could be bitter, could be sharp. So they are telling you, choose your words wisely, right? Choose your words wisely, and your ancestral spirit guides want you to present yourself pleasantly. They want you to enhance your personality. They want you to give some time on your personal grooming, physical grooming. Like octopus can fit into different shapes. They also want you to appear in your best shape. So they want you to try shape shifting right? By changing your physical appearance. They want you to look beautiful. They want you to look gorgeous. They want you to look handsome. They want you to look best of you, right? And they want you to bring the change in your mannerism as well. The way you speak, the way you sit, the way you talk, everything. They want you to give your best so that people can connect your behaviors, your mannerisms with this particular ancestral spirit guides. So beautiful souls, these are the messages coming for the beautiful souls, those who have chosen the pile 1. They are really worried about your psychological health, so they want you to accept what reality is, and they want you to face your problems head on, and they also want you to look your best. So they want you to give a little time towards your grooming, towards your fashion, sense of fashion, your mannerisms, right? So this makes me feel that this particular person who is in your memories right now, you shared a very special bond with them, and they understand you the way you understand yourself exactly, right? So however happy or however cheerful or however jolly you look from outside, they know that there is some internal element which needs to be fixed, right? So they are here to give you the same messages. So this could be the messages they wanted to tell you before they left this physical world and made their way to the heavens. And if you are seeing them in your dreams, or some synchronistic events making you remind of them, so these are the messages they want to convey. So I hope you will take their guidance, take their suggestions, you will accept their messages, and try to bring that positive change in your life, beautiful souls. And do not forget to subscribe White Tara Tarot Reading. So with that, we come to an end with the pile 1. So beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2 to receive the message from the loved one with whom you were really very closely attached, you shared a very special bond, and you were not around them when they left this very earth and they made their way to the heaven. So what is it they want to tell you? Is it some message, or is it some suggestion? Is it some advice, or is it blessings, right? So the advices which come from our ancestral spirit guides are no less than blessings, because they are always sending energies which surround us so that we can feel the warmth of some special protection. So we are inviting them to come and be seated in these cards and come up in the reading through their messages, blessings. So we already got the first card, so I think we got 2 cards here, and I'm expecting for 1 more card. Let us see, are there any extra messages? Because if even 2 or 3 cards will flip here, I'm going to consider all of them, because the more messages, the more advices, the more blessings, and there is no way I can stop from you receiving the blessings. So they are so very excited to convey these messages to you. So this shows how close your bonding was, right? And what is it they want to tell you? So thank you, beautiful ancestral spirit guides, for coming here in the form of spirit animals to guide your children, to guide your grandchildren, to guide your relatives, right? So I'm expecting for one more card from the ancestral spirit guides for the beautiful souls, those who are waiting to receive the message. Okay, so I got 2 cards here. So thank you, beautiful spirit guide souls, for coming through the tarots to give messages to your loved ones. The first spirit guide animal is the elk, Wapiti, right? And stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. Stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with respect that you deserve. Right? So this could probably mean that be true to everything, be sincere, be nice, be kind, be gentler, right? And when you are on the right path, when you are doing right things, nobody can stop from all that respect, all that fame, all that reputation, all that what you deserve to come to you. Right? Because the karma, the actions, when they are in the payback mode, they know exactly where to reach. The karma never forgets the address when it is time for repayback. So I think this is the time you get the fruits of all your good deed as well as deeds of your ancestral deceased loved one who is in your memories and thoughts right now, right? So beautiful souls, they are saying stand tall. Don't underestimate yourself, right? Feel proud of whatever you do when your intentions are pure and when you are on the right path. Nobody can take away what you deserve. It could be respect, it could be fame, it could be reputation, it could be the money, it could be your success, right? So stand tall because you are making them proud. They feel proud about you, what you are doing. They are watching each and every action of yours and they really feel proud about you, and they are standing tall when they talk about you to their other soulmates, so they want you also to stand tall. So do not underestimate yourself. Be confident, right? So this is the first message coming from the elk, Wapiti, and the next message is coming from the cat, a domesticated cat. And before I could even read the message, I can tell you that they want you to give a spiritual touch to everything you do in your life, because they are so much worried about the path you choose, which has already been conveyed to the first card. And cat is our protector in our spiritual realms, right? Dog is our protector in the domestic realms, and cat is our protector in spiritual realms. And the message coming is, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over-dependency on others, right? So this message is clearly indicating that they want you to now be independent, right? Stand by yourself, stand for yourself, stand for the right, take stand, right? And this is the time to free yourself from the entanglements of over-dependency. So I'm sensing that most of the beautiful souls, those who are watching pile 2, are women, and you're dependent on your husband or on your children or your parents or your society or on your own narrow thought process, right? On your own conditioning. So whatever is making you over-dependent, they want you to cut yourself from that over-dependency, and they want you to stand for yourself, stand by yourself, and stand for the right. Okay, so this is the time you need to strike. So definitely there is an extra card for the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 2. So your ancestral spirit guides, your loved ones who are no longer with you, they want you to convey so many messages. Pyo is a representation of the ancestral spirit guide themselves, right? So Pyo, or an Hawaiian owl, your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now. So pay close attention to signs and omens from them. I told you these spirit guides are trying to connect to you through the synchronistic events. It could be numbers, words, dreams, or some feathers like this one. So the Hawaiian owl or Pyo is your ancestral spirit guides, and they're telling you, dear, I'm here to guide you, so understand my signals. I'm sending you some omens, right? I'm sending you some synchronistic events, so don't consider them as coincidences. They are purely the signals being sent from your ancestral spirit guide, and this particular ancestral spirit guide who is in your memories right now. So get connected to it so that you can lead your life safely with complete prosperity, success, abundance, and warmth of protection of your spirit guides who are no longer with you, who are residing in safer heavens, right? So pay close attention to signs and omens from them, right? So let us unveil what is this extra message, and this is coming from a snow leopard. And let me tell you, the snow leopard is the most endangered species, and even people who live in the North Pole, for them also it is difficult to have a glance of snow leopard because they come out so very rarely. They appear so very rarely, and when somebody can see them, it is said that that person is really blessed, that person is really fortunate, and that person can bring fortune for himself, for his family, for his country. So snow leopard is a mystical being because it has got the survival techniques to live in the most adverse climatic conditions. And the message goes, take some time out for your usual life and spend it in solitude. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. Yes, so your spirit guides, this could be also considered as the blessing, the most precious blessing coming from the loved one who is no longer with you right now, and they're telling you, you are so busy in your usual life with your family, with your job, with your profession, with your relationship, everything, with your futuristic plans. So here I want you to see you spending some time with your own self. Pamper yourself. Get an appointment in spa for a manicure, a pedicure, or a massage, a jacuzzi, a steam bath, or a bungee jumping, or whatever is your interest. So this time you need to spend some time in your own company. This time you need to ask questions to yourself, to interrogate who am I and why I am not able to create happiness in my life and in the life of people around me, right? What can I do? How can I bring the change in my life? Because change should begin from you. If you change, the world around you will change automatically, and that change can come, you can embrace that change when you understand yourself, the real self of you, who you are, who am I, keeping aside, excluding the opinions, the judgments about the people and society for you. What is your opinion about yourself? What do you think who you are? What do you think what is your life purpose? What do you think how can you bring happiness in your life? How can you bring wholeness in your life, right? So these are wonderful and very, very touching, deep messages being conveyed from your ancestral spirit guides. So, beautiful souls, if you want me to recap the whole reading in few sentences, then it would be like your spirit guides want you to feel proud about yourself, because they feel proud about what you're doing, and they want you to take the right path so that you get everything you deserve. And they want you to this time they want you to stand up for yourself on your own feet, take your own decisions, and cut off that over dependency, right? And they are guiding you with some signals, some omens. So they want you to pay attention and get connected to them, so that you will be guided whenever you need their guidance. They are always around you, and they want you to take a break from your routine life and spend some time in solitude, spend some time only with yourself, with your real self, and interrogate yourself, so that you can embrace the change and bring all that positive changes needed in your life. So they wanted to see you happy, right? So I hope this is going to resonate with beautiful souls, those who have chosen the pile 2. This brings us to the end of pile 2, and don't forget to subscribe. White Tarot reading. And thank you for watching this reading, because you were meant to watch this. Souls, those who have chosen this vibrant yellow dream catcher, let us invite your ancestral spirit guide, your loved ones who are residing in the safer heavens, to be seated on this spirit animal card deck and convey you their messages, their advices, their blessings to you. So we welcome them here on this pick a card reading, and I can feel their energies around me. So they are really very excited and happy that finally they're able to give away to you the messages which they wanted to send to you for a very, very long time. And this particular ancestral spirit soul is helping me to shuffle these cards. So just close your eyes and try to bring the memories you have cherished with this loved one. And I can feel that you shared a very intense and strong bond with this spirit soul. Yes, so I'm expecting for one more card, but if they have to send you extra message, definitely I will consider, even if more than one card flips. So there were so many cards. Okay, yes. So thank you, ancestral spirit souls, for helping me flip the cards so that I can convey your messages. So the first card, which already flipped to the camera, let me consider this chimpanzee, right? So through the spirit animal chimpanzee, your ancestral spirit guides wants you to know, use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your questions. So there are so many questions in your conscious mind right now. Your mind is full of so many questions which are popping up randomly, and you have the questions in your mind has all topics, about the health, about the food, about the money, about the society, right? So you have so many heads inside your single head. So they are saying that it's fine, and don't get bewildered, because thinking that you keep your mind so very occupied. Why these thoughts pop up? Because you want your mind to be at peace. And sometimes you're worried, like, is it normal with everybody? The mind, like my mind works, does everybody's mind work in the same way? Because this moment you are in a different world, and the next moment the thought process pull you into completely different world. So your ancestral spirit guides, the loved one who is residing in safer heavens, is here, and through this chimpanzee they are telling you that human mind is monkey mind. Don't think that it's only you, it's all of us, right? So we need to bring our minds to peace. We cannot stop our mind from thinking, because that is the job of our mind. Mind can never stop thinking, but definitely we can train it to think the things which are positive, and we can stop it from bringing in the negative energies to the surface, right? So you can train your mind, and your ancestral spirit guide wants you to understand the same thing, that train your mind. A mind is a beautiful servant and a disastrous master. So you have to understand that though we humans are monkey minds, we have monkey minds, you can train them. We humans have the capacity, the possibility to train each and everything, and we have to understand that mind is just a small part of our body, and we cannot let it control all our emotions, all our thought process, all our life. We need to have a harness on our mind. So you need to train it. So I think meditation and yoga can help you. And if you're someone who is not into meditation, start it right from today. Start by meditating for 2 minutes in the beginning, and gradually you can increase the time. So this card is talking all about your intuition and your intellect. So you are an intelligent person, and you also know that most of the times your intuitions are hitting on the point. Whatever you intuit, most of the times out of 10 intuitions of yours, 7 or 8 intuitions are like correct, right? And that surprises you, right? So that doesn't mean that you can completely rely on your intuitions, because you are a master of, you have a good intellect. So your ancestral spirit guides want you to use both your intuitions as well as your intellect, so that you get all the answers to your questions, because all the answers to your questions lies in your intellect and in your intuition. So bring them into balance, bring those energies into balance, and use them so that you can get answers, you can fix all your problems, and you can enhance your focus and concentration through meditation, right? So that is the message coming through the chimpanzee spirit guide animal. And the next animal is the cardinal, beautiful souls, a bird. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance, so do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium, right? So the magnetic field in your life, there is magnetic field around us, which has been created by the earth and other planets. So this magnetic field is not that one. This magnetic field is something which you have created by yourself through your senses. So they are saying that it is not in balance, right? So you are either very much absorbed in your physical life and you are completely neglecting your spiritual life, Or it could be that you have initiated your spiritual journey, but you're looking for the guidance in the wrong place, or something which you are doing but you're not doing wholeheartedly. You're being fearful. You're being fearful of spirituality. You're being fearful of God. You're being fearful of karma. So that is disturbing the balance. That is not allowing you to bring that equilibrium in your life. So this is the very deep message coming from your ancestral spirit guide. I can read it. The echo is in my ears that do not be God fearing, do not be karma fearing, do not be spirituality fearing. Be God loving, be karma loving, and be spirituality loving. So whatever you do in your personal life, in your professional life, in your spiritual life, in your devotional life, do it with free will, with spiritual will. So there is no conditioning, no compelling. Nobody will force you. Don't follow things because somebody is saying that you have to follow it. And whatever you do or whatever you do not do, because it's not always necessary that you do something in your spiritual life. You just be at peace. Everything, just even if you have to spend the whole day in your room, maybe you're locked up in your room, or you have nothing to do and you are going to spend your whole day just sitting on your bed, you should feel happy about that day, So whatever you're doing or whatever you're not doing, do with free will, right? It could be sacrifices, it could be compromises, it could be practices, it could be some actions, it could be some donations, charity, generosity. Whatever you do or whatever you do not do, do it when you are convinced by it 100%. Don't do it for others, right? So don't fall for the superficial guidance. Listen to your heart. You have got all the answers. Bring that balance between your intellect and your intuition, right? So through the spirit guide, cardinal, they are saying the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium, right? So I think the message is conveyed to you. And if you think that the clarity has not come through what I have sensed, so I can read out the message, the detailed message from the guidebook. Please listen to it carefully. Your spirit guides, your ancestral spirit soul is saying, when on a spiritual path, it's easy to idealize what being spiritual means. It can become a rigid mental imprint on which you judge anything that varies from your conceptualization of what being spiritual is supposed to be about. This includes not only another person's practices and beliefs, but your own. Falling short of this idealism leads to either assuming a righteous and arrogant position with others, or when self-imposed, elicits guilt and shame. So this spiritual perfectionism can make you reticent about enjoying the pleasures of the material world as well as those of your physical body. The earth herself provides a dazzling and sensual panorama of experiences to be directly encountered through the physical senses. Yet for many, truly enjoying the pleasures of senses of sight, sound, taste, touch and smell can be fought with worry, anxiety, guilt and shame. Products of early childhood religious and or cultural conditioning, others become so entangled in the world of the senses that it becomes their God, and their spiritual core is lost to materiality. So to be polarized in one direction or another takes you either to lofty heights and iridescent abstractions that are completely undergrounded, or else causes you to become caught up in the glue of mundane world without the guiding light of spirit to provide a locus of authority. With the blessings of your awareness, you can redirect your thoughts and actions towards which brings greater balance and fluidity between two polarities, right? So what I have told has some meaning to what the message I have just read in the guidebook. So don't think that I am spiritual, so I should not do this, right? I should not enjoy my senses. That's not the thing. You know, there are different stages in spirituality, and if your intuitions say that what you're doing is right, do not listen to the superficial guidance. That is the core message coming from it. Do not listen to the superficial guidance. Rely on your own instincts, own intuitions, and own intellect. Rely on the guidance and blessings of your ancestral spirit guides, right? So the last spirit guide which has appeared here is the mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you want to do. So I think I don't need to expand this message anymore, because this is the alignment, the magical alignment which has come to you. So your ancestral spirit guides are repeating the message to you so that you understand the importance of this message, that there's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it, right? So this is the time to rectify the wrongs which you have done knowingly or unknowingly. So come out of your guilt, come out of your shame, because when we are in the physical journey, we share the same experiences, and when we are in the spiritual journey, we share the same experiences. It's nothing like something is only happening to you. What is happening to you, we all have been through already, or we will be through that. So come out of the shame, come out of your conditioning. Don't feel guilty about for enjoying the physical pleasures of your senses, and thinking that you're doing something, you have committed some sin. So the core message for you to summarize is: be God loving, be karma loving, be religion loving, and be spirituality loving, and surrender your fears and insecurities to the Supreme Sri Krishna, and just move ahead in your personal life, in your professional life, and especially in your spiritual life, because most of the beautiful souls, those who have chosen pile 3, are highly spiritual, but some kind of superficial information is blocking their path. So use your intellect and use your intuitions, and you have all the answers, right? Because you are an old soul, and that is the message coming from the ancestral spirit guide, the spirit soul who has come here to convey you this important messages so that you can bring that wholeness, especially in your spiritual life. So with that, we come to an end with the pile 3 as well, beautiful souls, and this brings us to the end of pile 3. Believe me, I can feel the exuberant energies around me in this room, and your ancestral spirit guides are feeling so very happy, so very overwhelmed for being able to convey their messages to you, so that you can take right decisions in your life, you can fix your problems in your life, and they want you to see happy, they want you to see evolving as a better human being, they want you to see your personal growth, your spiritual growth, they want you to feel proud about yourself, right? They're happy how you are living your life in this physical world, and they are always going to send their energies which will surround you, to protect you, to heal you, to pull you out from dangers. And because we have come to an end of this pick a card reading, I bow down to all the spirit guides and I request them to get back to the heaven where they have been residing, and keep an eye on us. We are their children, we are their relatives, we are their grandchildren, we are their loved ones. So I request all the spirit souls to get back to the heaven, to the safer heavens, and always bless us, guide us, show us the path, right? So that we can bring that wholeness in our life. So thank you very much, all the spirit souls, for coming to help your loved ones through conveying your messages, guidance, and blessings. And we are going to apply it in our practical life so that we can lead a real, happy, and a blissful life. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for blessing me, the ancestral spirit souls. Okay, so beautiful souls, until next reading, take good care of yourselves with lots of blessings from Goddess Wife Tara and my favorite Sri Radha and Sri Krishna. And before I say Astu, do not forget to subscribe White Tara Tarot Reading. Astu. Namaste.